Well, for today, on the easy woodworking project we have is a shelf. These little shelves right here. This one's already put together. And a real simple design, easy to make, just with some spare wood. If you got some, if you have some pieces sitting around, some scraps, you can use 2x4s. Now this one's made out of ash, and the table part here is made out of oak. Okay. Now I pre-drilled, or I countersink the screws on the sides, because the screws are right here, and then I put in some oak plugs in it. Okay. Now what you do is, this one is 16 inches this way, 16 inches, and then these pieces in the middle here are 9 3/4. But you can make these end further. You know what I'm saying? You can make them longer. You can change that shape of it. It's real simple, and you can also make them thinner, or you can make them wider. You know what I'm saying? So you can cut the sides down. You can actually make them thinner. First of all, you want to build the frame, and then the shelf. I measured up from the bottom right here. I measured from the bottom up 4 inches. Now you can just guess and see whatever you like to have. Maybe you want 3 inches or 3.5 inches. But I got 4 inches on mine. Okay, and then when I stuck it together, like I said, I used the shelf to match it up. Now, they're not hard to do that. If you got a plain piece of wood like this, say like this, just kind of match it up like this with your wood. Put a mark here on the side somewhere, and then when you get it up on top here, you would actually hold it on the edge, and then mark over here, and that would give you that square right here. Okay, and then cut it out with your saw or whatever you got to cut it out with. Now, I did see how they did a couple of different things with these. I thought it was pretty neat. They had one this way. They had one here, and they would stick them together. Okay. Of course, it's not coming out this long. It's cut off here, but they were taking frames and stick them together, and they would do, they might do one here, and then put one down here and one here. You know what I mean? And then you'd have that whole thing you could put up on the wall. I thought that was pretty neat. But we're just making them this way, and we're going to sell them that way, because I think they're pretty neat, because, you can put that on your wall, and you can put little pictures, you can put, little items, whatever they call them, little knickknacks, so what you want to call them, and put on it. Really look nice. Really, really look nice. Now, I don't think I'm going to put anything on this, but maybe a clear coat. I might put like a lacquer or something on it. That's about it. But you can stain them, you can paint them. Now, I know one mistake I did do, is that when I put these plugs here on the side, okay, because I countersunk all my screws back in on the side. So you got 2 here, and then 2 on this side. I didn't have to do it on the back. Nobody's going to look at it back here anyways. So I countersunk my screws, but I made a mistake on it. And one of the mistakes I made was I didn't glue these. I should have glued them. Okay, because now they want to turn a little bit, and I can't get back in there to tighten that screw up unless I pull it plug back out, and it's glued in. So, but it's tight enough, it's not going to hurt it. But you know what I'm saying? It's probably one of the things I messed up there. I want to let you know that if you put the screws in it, you might want to go ahead and screw that or glue that, and that'll keep it from twisting, later on. Okay, here's what we got here now. This one. The frames, like this frame is 1 1/4 by 1 1/4. This is a scrap wood I had over here. So that's how I'm building it out of. So, and this was some scrap wood I had here. So it was 2 different projects I had left over. So this frame is a little bit wider. It's 1.5 inches wide, this way, you know what I'm saying? About 1.5 inches. But, and this one here's only 1 1/4. So it's 1 1/4 square stock. So I made this one a little bit different. I figured, well, since this is all the wood I had, I'll just make it different. And what I did, these are 8 inches instead of 9 1/4, 3/4. These are 8 inches, but I'm still sticking with the 16 inches long. Now, I've already got everything pre-drilled. Get it settled here. See, I got everything marked here. If I can figure out how to put it back together. This way. But I don't know about you guys. It's been hot around here. The weather has, gee whiz. I think we're heading for like 100-degree weather here within the next couple days. And so we are on the eastern part of the United States, and it is getting hot. So what I'm going to do here, I put these together. This is my 16 by 8 inches. And this time I'm going to make sure I glue these things. Definitely. These are really nice. I was amazed the first time I put one together. I thought it was really nice, especially when you put them on the wall and you know, you're putting something on it. And I thought maybe they'd be too heavy, but they're not. But if you buy these, I've seen them like different places, and you know, they're pretty expensive. I think 2 of them was like $58, something like that. Just 2 of them. Because, you know, they would sell them in a, you know, 2 together would be like, maybe if I would have built both of them the same, you know. There, just line them up the best you can. Now, I'm using 1.25 inch screws. You can use, mine's kind of sunk back in there, so if you kind of sink them, that 1.25 inch screws, it's going to go back in there. I have that hard wood. Pine would probably be a little bit easier, putting pine in. And that drill's enough to twist you. Make sure that's lined up okay. Now, what I'll do, if it's off a little bit over here, I'll end up running it on a sander. I'll straighten it up, run it on this sander. Okay, let's go ahead and put that frame in, or not the frame. Let's go ahead and put the shelving in. Mark that. Well, like this. A little glue on it. Now let's see if we can get these screws in there. This thing's up there too high. There we go. Okay, there you go. Nice little shelf. Probably be really nice for your decorating a room or something, but maybe put a little stain or paint them. But like I said, you can do different things to them. Just use your imagination. Don't worry about messing up. You mess up, just try it again. It's not that hard. Start with your frame first, and then whatever size you want your frame, you make that, and then you come back and then you make your shelf, and then you just match it up. Just put it up beside each other. Take a pencil, mark it. It'll work fine. But I made a couple for myself, and these ones here, of course, are going to be for sale. And then that's it. nice little easy project for sure. You can tell one's a little bit skinnier, but both the same size. The shelves the same too. Okay, if you got any comments, just leave them down below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And thanks for watching.